Hello and thank you again for watching another video of Palo Alto video training series. In this video I'm going to talk about Panorama, what it is and how it works a little bit. As you might already know, Panorama is the management station or management platform of Palo Alto Firewall. So basically what it does is it gives you that kind of central management point of view, so you can register all of your firewalls to the Panorama, and you could, rather than going through different interfaces of the firewalls, if you have a range of firewalls, let's say if you have 50, 60, 100 firewalls, you don't have to go to each individual to set them up. You can have a single management interface for all of your firewalls and manage them through that, as well as it gives you features to create templates and things like that, so you can create a template for a range of your firewalls and push it to the firewall, so you don't have to set up the same policies individually on each firewalls. It also is a central point of logging and monitoring for your firewalls as well. So basically you will receive all of your firewalls logs and data on on Panorama, and you can review the logs, and you can have that kind of a global visibility on your Panorama rather than viewing individual firewalls. So for this exercise I have set up two devices. There are two virtual machines. Panorama is again a virtual machine, so it's an OVA file. You can download it. I can provide the download details on the discussions section of the training, so you could go ahead and download the Panorama OVA file. So it's again a virtual machine. All you need is a VMware, and you could basically import that OVA into VMware and you'll have your Panorama up and running. I have already done this. I've got two devices up and running. One is firewall, which is a Palo Alto firewall, again the same as what we've been discussing in the previous videos. The IP address is 192.168.253.20. that's the management IP address, and I've got the Panorama with the IP address of 192.168.253.10. So just quickly to show you how it's done, you can see that I've got two virtual machines installed, but all you need to do is just install VMware, or if you already have VMware, all you need to do is just open the virtual machine and just basically import the OVA file, and it will install the Panorama and Palo Alto for you. And if you basically go to the settings, just quickly, so I think it's not letting me to change that because I've got them open somewhere else. So I'm just going to go there and show you the settings on the actual machine itself. So if you go to virtual machine settings, so you can see basically it will do all these configuration for you automatically, but what I've done, I've got one of these network adapters, which is the management interface of the firewall, connected to VMnet 1 because I want to be able to use the web interface through my PC. And I've got 192.168.253.20 and the firewall.10 on Panorama, and on the actual PC, on my PC, what I have here is 192.168.253.1. So that's basically it. The next step after importing the image to the VMware, what you need to do, you need to obviously log in, and as I mentioned previously in my other videos, the first step is obviously setting up a management IP address, so you will be able to kind of connect to the device. So you have to go configure and you have to set device config and system IP address. So you, for the firewall, we have set up 192.168.253.20 and net mask of 255.255.255.0. So that's basically what we've done on the Palo Alto firewall, and exactly the same command will do the same job on your Panorama. So you could again go to the configuration mode and go to device config, system IP address, etc. So you could set up the same. So I've got the IP addresses set up. So that's the only thing I have done on these devices. They have no other configuration. So if we try to log into the interface, so you can see got 253.10, which is basically my Panorama. So I can log into it with the default username and password. So it's obviously prompting me not to use the default username and password. That's fine. So this is going to close the. So this is basically, as you can see, this is the interface of the Panorama. So we've got the monitoring ACC and the Panorama section. So the dashboard is pretty clear, is pretty similar to the dashboard of Palo Alto firewalls. I'm going to log into the Palo Alto firewall as well, so you could basically compare these two. Again, same prompt. That's okay. Okay, so you can see there's a similar dashboard here as well. So you can see there are more tabs obviously on Palo Alto firewall, less tabs on Panorama, but that's because we don't have any device registered and we don't have really any template created yet. So I'll show you in a minute where when other obviously things will appear in here as well. So the dashboard tab, as I said, is pretty similar, pretty generic stuff. Device name, IP addresses, logs and stuff you could see here. First thing we want to do, we want to basically register our firewall here with Panorama. So to be able to do that, we have to go to the Panorama menu, and you see there is a section for manage devices in there. So we just click on manage devices, and what we need here to be able to add a new device is the serial number of the device. So what we actually need, we need the serial number of the virtual machine. However, if you're testing on virtual machines, your virtual machines, they don't really have any serial number unless you get them registered and you have a license, valid license for them. So you do need a trial license from Palo Alto to actually have a serial number on virtual machines. Otherwise, they won't have a serial number and you won't be able to do these. It should be pretty straightforward. So if you ask them, they should be able to give you like 1 month or 2 months trial anyway. So that shouldn't really be a big problem. So we go to find the serial number. We go back to our firewall here, and we just close my Okay, so to be able to see the serial number, you can see on the dashboard of my firewall, I have serial number right here. So I'm just going to copy that and just go there and paste it. Okay, so you see the device is added, but obviously is not connected because our firewall doesn't know about the panorama yet. So we go back to our firewall, we go to device configuration, and you see there's a section for panorama settings. So we just click on that and type the IP address of our panorama, which is the 10. So we commit the change here, and we go back and commit the change on our panorama as well. So when you're actually committing a change on panorama, it gives you multiple options to commit a template, or to commit the change to multiple devices, or to commit it to panorama itself. So in this case, we will just want to commit it to panorama itself. So we just wait for the configuration to be completed. So that's done on the firewall. Let's go and check the panorama. So that should be pretty much all we need to get the firewall registered with our panorama management station. So it's pretty simple, nothing really rock science. It is a very simple process. So you see my device got connected. So I have basically the device IP address and the device serial number, and the status shows as connected. So that device is essentially being managed by Panorama right now. So I can pretty much do all the changes that I need through the Panorama interface rather than doing it on the device itself. So if I just click on here, so you should be able to see a list of all of the devices that you have and templates that you created and all those kind of things. So you can see that my device is just right there. So if I click on the device, it will actually try to connect to the device, and it will try to basically manage that device through the web interface and through kind of Palo Alto Panorama. So you can see that it looks like that I'm on the device, and I can obviously do the changes and everything. So this is whatever I change here, it will be basically a change on the firewall. But if I click here and go back to Panorama, it will just go back to Panorama, and again I can keep doing the configuration on Panorama side. So this is kind of it for the beginning, to just get a device registered. So on the next video, I'm going to show you a little bit about templates and how we can create templates, and how we can basically push them through the firewall. Thank you very much for watching.